a nice downtown area. The world famous Vegas Cafe. Not really famous. It's a really good restaurant. If you're ever in Antioch, I highly recommend it. Well, this is the beginning of my 2-hour journey through downtown Antioch. The Lodge. Cut through the alley. Back to the road. And walking. It really amazes me how, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just hyper tuned in to, and addressing things in a way that, people aren't really, maybe it's all in my head is what I'm saying. But it really seems like people are switched on to like seeing people walk around with their phones up, like they're recording, because they probably are. But yeah, maybe it's just me. Hill, and there's a park over there. I'm gonna go over there and check that out and see what I come up with. There might be a spot over there. Drink your V8. That'll hold me over. Tonight's beer, Fantasy Factory beef vegetable soup. I looked online. You can cook it in the can, so that saved me having to try to stuff the billy pot into the backpack. Whoa! Uh-oh, I guess this got shook. That's a first. Fantasy Factory is an IPA, 6.3. It's not too bad. It doesn't have a very overpowering aftertaste to it. I mean, it's good, smooth, classic IPA, I would say. Had to stop a lot of times to rest. As I mentioned before, last year, almost about this time, March 3rd, I had my hip replaced, and I had high hopes when I had it done that I was going to be back to work in 3 weeks. Yeah, after having a part of your body sawed off and a piece of metal implanted, and no big deal, child's play. Turns out not so much. But had I not been stuck at home watching YouTube, I wouldn't have started this. Yeah, I perceived that this would be kind of seen, because over there is the entryway towards that hill in the park. So I figured if I put that up there, it would kind of shield this from being viewed. This kind of shields the back, so I'm good. But yeah, my first video that I did, I went up to Wisconsin. I posted that. I thought I'd lost that footage. I thought it was gone. I did it on my old phone, and I just thought it was gone. And then I was digging around through my timeline, and I looked and I said, wait a minute, that's from when I went to Wisconsin that time, where said their claim to fame was that they had Bigfoot sightings there. So I Google mapped, where Bigfoot been known to have been seen or sighted, or what are areas or whatever. And sure enough, that came up as one of the areas. Funny thing is that where I grew up in New Hampshire also came up as an area where people have said they've seen a big feet.
I never saw one when I was a kid. And if you look at that video, you see me kind of not walking correctly. I mean, I really wanted to get out of the house, so it was me doing something that I really wanted to do. And I've been getting into the master of the stealth camp, Steve Wallace, shortly before that, because it was the COVID thing, and I did have some days where, you know, they were lighter than they should have been because other places were closed and I didn't have deliveries. So, you know, that's what I would, you know, go through, and I'd be like, yeah, man, this summer I really want to go see some baseball games, and I really want to go camping. And so it was just a natural, YouTube was just kind of a natural thing for me to get to. So, and you know, the other thing is that, you know, even though I don't think of myself as getting old, I am getting older. I wanted to have some way for my kids to remember that I was here, what I was like, so I try to be as much like I actually am as I actually am. My grandchildren, should they ever wonder about me, that they have a way to see what I was like, etc. And it just grew into this whole thing. So, goodness, that's what happens when you drink beer. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, that will be ready for this in just a little bit. I'm gonna get that bed of coals up. I might have to cut some more wood here in a minute.
I just cut up a bunch more wood. I'm getting ready I'm more than ready for this beef minestrone soup to be ready. All right, I tripped over it, but I'm gonna put it on the fire now. It's kind of bent, but I'm sure it still eats the same. Probably ought to get that dirt out of there. Is it weird that every time I hear an airplane go overhead, I wonder if they're looking for me? I think it's weird. I'm kind of bummed. I don't think that all of me setting up the shelter got caught. I had some problems with the wind. The wind was playing chess with me, so I had to checkmate it. But I don't think that the camera got it all, because I went over to the camera to check the angle and make sure that, because I had to move a little bit because of the wind, and I didn't think about it until after I moved, and I was like, oh crap, did the camera get that, or am I half in, half out of the shot? And the camera was off, so I need to find a spoon. Can you see the steam? I don't think you can. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Might have to find a glove. Might have to set it down. It's a little hot. All right. Brought a backup beer because I figured this one wouldn't be, you know. Your guy, you get it. I do have a garbage bag. Leave no trace. But I got a Centennial IPA. I had to put another log on the fire. Log's a relative term. You know what I'm saying? The twig stove. Twig stove. I really like it. It's nice. It's handy to have because it packs up right into the backpack. It's small. I mean, is it nice to have a big bonfire? Yeah, it's kind of nice, but this is kind of cool too, you know? This isn't bad. Not a bad option. Especially when you're like, you know, in a little park like this, you know what I mean? You don't want to build a big bonfire and leave a big scorched thing on the ground, you know what I mean? I mean, out here, it's kind of muddy. So, it's kind of muddy on the ground under the leaves, you know, because the snow and the ice is kind of like melted underneath where the fire's been there. So, when I get done, I just kick the leaves back over it. And, you know, it's like I wasn't even here. So, it's a pretty good option. I like it. So, this is proving to be a pretty grueling week for me. I usually have difficult time doing one video, let alone doing 2 videos. So, when you get done work Friday, you got to go out in the woods and film a video and camp, because you joined the Stealth Camp Challenge thing with Day Tripper and all of your other friends who make videos. No rest for the wicked. I still haven't learned to not put hot stuff in my mouth though, because that was wicked hot. God, why you put hot stuff in your mouth like that? Probably turn. Let me turn to face the camera. It'll probably help a little bit. Can you see that? I don't think you can see it steaming, can you? But dude, that is steaming. Well, I'm gonna finish burning my face off with this soup, and I'm gonna finish the rest of this beer, and then I'm gonna turn in because the temperature's starting to drop. So the sleeping bag's looking better and better by the second. So. All the time we go. Ow. I'll see you crazy kids in the morning. So hot. Morning. No, I don't want to get out of here. It's cold. But I gotta get out of this place. I slept pretty good. I mean, it was a little chilly. My toes were freezing, but I just like kind of sucked them up underneath myself. And it made all the difference in the world. I know you can see my breath. Probably not. It's not light enough. I don't have any lights. Yeah. I live in the 21st century, so I'm gonna call an Uber, and I'm gonna need it because I know my fingers and my toes are still gonna be cold. So, all right. Well, with that said, I'm gonna find my hat. It's fucking probably smushed underneath me. If you like this type of content and you want to see more of it, please hit the subscribe button and share with a friend. It's too early, I need coffee. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, give me a comment about what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.